guys, SuperBike here, welcome yourselves to round 5 of the SuperBike League on Ride 2 on the Xbox One. It's time to race at Road America, just like the Super Sport race, but this time using the Superbikes. So let's see how this race went. So let's go over and get this race started. Very long straight. Here we go. Off we go, off the line. I didn't get the best of starts. I kept pulling wheelies, which unfortunately lost me quite a few positions as people start coming past quite a bit. Into first corners and 6th at the time. Someone went down. I think that may have been Tito, I'm not entirely sure. Managed to get back up to 3rd place. It's time to see if we can go with the leaders. That's got Matt in the lead with Batman's mate in 2nd place on the Aprilia, trying to get in their slipstreams, but of course don't want to go into the back of them, so on the brakes quite early, and still in 3rd place at the moment, trying to get the better of the Aprilia. Almost crashed going over that jump though, because I went sideways a little bit too much. Luckily managed to stay on the bike. Past comes Dylan. Try to get back past both of them momentarily into 2nd place. Downhill, Dylan comes up the inside, and so does Batman's mate. So back down to 4th, get back underneath Batman's mate, up to 3rd again. Now I just want to see if I could latch on to Dylan and go with him. See if I could use a slipstream. Not quite in range of the slipstream at the moment. Matt's got a little bit of a gap over Dylan. Go through here, a little bit late on the brakes there. Go through this weird left-hander. Still got Batman's mate just behind us. So pulled a big wheelie there by getting on the curb. We're completely out of range of Dylan's slipstream now, but Batman's mate is in ours as he comes past. So we're back down to 4th place. On the brakes, just almost get him, and then we do. So back up to 3rd. I'll see if I can close in on these two, or at least get away from 4th place. It's over a second up to Dylan at the moment. Downhill. This time I didn't want to go sideways over the jump, so I managed to go over there nicely. Curb a little bit. That was quite a shit entrance through that right-hander then. Batman's mate isn't that far behind us, so he's catching back up. Oh, it's actually Jack now. So Jack's moved up to 4th place, and he's right on the back of us. Dylan has pulled away and is closing in on Matt. So just got to see if we can pull away from Jack now to keep our 3rd position. Of course this is only lap 2, so still a long way to go. I think Jack went a little bit wide there, lost a little bit of time. Over a second, the gap to Dylan. I'm all under connection issues. Unfortunately couldn't actually join the lobby where he could, and then it kept disconnected him. So that was the end of lap number 2. We're going to skip forward now to lap number 5, because not a lot happened on 3 and 4. Lap number 5 coming downhill to the left-hander. Dylan is right with Matt. We went in a bit too hot there. And then You'll see that they've slowed right down. Matt's invisible because they actually had a coming together, Dylan and Matt, and Dylan did wait for Matt. Obviously after having the collision, we'll see the collision from Matt. So coming out the left-hander, Dylan right behind them, pulls a little bit of a wheelie as he goes into the left-hander. Unfortunately, has a bit of a collision and down he goes, but like I said, Dylan did wait for him. So that's how I caught them up. So went a bit wide there, trying to see if I could get a bit closer to Matt, but didn't happen. Now we're in range of the slipstream. A bit of a wheelie there. That lost us a bit of drive. Did the right hander. Wasn't the best corners. We lost quite a bit of speed. Into the next corner, Matt tries to outbrake Dylan and goes down. So we're up to second place with Dylan just ahead of us now. Let's see if I was in range for slipstreaming down the start-finish straight. They went on the curb a little bit but didn't pull a wheelie that time. We are just out of range at the moment. Half a second. Into first corner. We've closed in a little bit on Dylan. Into second corner. Now we come, and we're definitely in slipstream and distance now. Time to go to town and use that slipstream. Of course, now that means braking a bit earlier because you're carrying a bit more speed. The hill, bit of a jump there. So Matt's in third at the moment, a bit further behind. So he had that off. Got a pretty decent exit out of there. And going into the next corner. I wasn't actually expecting to go through. Dylan did lift up a little bit to let me through, but I wasn't actually going to, or wasn't even expecting to go through at that point. So yeah, we're actually in the lead at the moment. But we've got Dylan right behind us. Obviously you can use my slipstream now. Into this corner. He almost comes up the inside, but not quite. And now he's on the outside for the left-hander, so I'm on the correct side of the track. Still momentarily in the lead, but now he's on the correct side for the right-hander. And I almost have a really, really big crash there. Went right to the edge of the track. So lucky not to go on the grass. Unfortunately, pull a bit of a big wheelie. But we're not that far behind, just about picking up slipstream now. Slow him down a bit earlier than normal. Going to the first corner. This is of course on lap number 7. So there's not actually too many laps left to go. I seem to have been making most of my time up just in that second corner, because now we're in slipstream and distance again. I'm just going to go around the outside, but don't want to do it there. Just about manage it on the exit with the jump. So back into the lead. Through the right hander. Waiting for Dylan to come past, as we know he will at some point. This long right-hander. Get a good exit out of here for the run onto the back straight. Went on the grass a little bit, that held us up a little bit. Through the right-hander. That wasn't a great corner. Dylan got a much better entrance and exit. So he's back into the lead. See if I can try and stay with him a little bit. Try and use his slipstream again. But he had a good few corners and he's pulled away a little bit. That last corner. So that is the end of lap number 7. And we'll go on to lap number 8. So we're not in range of his slipstream. See if I could close in again on the second corner. A bit bumpy on the inside of the curb for the first corner. That was slowly catching behind. About half a second to Dylan at the moment. Wide there, a bit too quick into the corner. Now I had a bit of a mare going over the jump because I landed, pulled a wheelie, obviously had no front brake, and went wide and unfortunately crashed. And then obviously that allowed Matt to catch back up, and we're starting our battle as he tagged my rear, which spanned my rear, almost actually high-sided me, but managed to get back past. So back up to second at the moment. And he comes back underneath. So we're back down to third. And then a little bit of lag as we go through into second place. Through the quick right-hander. Matt got a much better drive there. So he comes through, so he's back up to second. Try to go around the outside, but he's got the inside line. Now I'm on the correct side for the left-hander. So we're still in second at the moment. I was expecting him to come underneath at the last corner. He got a tighter line out of there. And hit my rear again, which put me into a big wheelie. And had another wheelie going over the crest. So lost a bit of time there. So third place at the moment. First corner. See sparks coming off his bike then. And then we are on lap number 9. So just trying to see if I can get in his slipstream. Again, making a bit of time up at that second corner again. And then on the brakes, I started panicking a bit because I thought I was going in way too hot. Put it back into first gear and then up to third, and then eventually got second. And then trying to be a bit more careful there. Pulled a big wheelie again, which didn't help. And the guys behind aren't that far behind. 4th and 5th place. Dylan has gone up the road, managing to stick with Matt at the moment. Because we've got one more lap after this one. I had to see if I could use his slipstream. Needed to get a good run through this right-hander. Wasn't too bad, but still not as good as Matt's run through there as he pulls away a little bit. The hill, so we're closed in a little bit. At the final corner for the penultimate time, Matt went over the curb there, which lost him a little bit of drive. That allowed me to catch up enough to get into his slipstream. It's time to start the final lap. Went to go for the inside, but put the brakes on a little bit earlier than normal. So Matt stayed in the lead. And into the second corner. I know I could make a bit of timer on the exit. I wanted to get into a slipstream. And he kind of like slid beside me. Unfortunately went onto the curb a little bit. See that from Matt. They're just a little bit laggy. So we're in second place at the moment. Dylan is over 5 seconds in the lead. Almost 6 seconds. I had to see if I could hold on to second. I was expecting Matt to come back pretty much straight away. Managed to get that corner right for once. Just pulling away a tiny bit, but not enough to be comfortable. A bit wide there, which lost me a little bit of drive. We've got 0.7 of a second at the moment. And fourth place isn't too far behind us either. I think that was Demon, so he was closing in as well. So final few corners left to go. Went in a bit wide there, but still keeping it in second place. In fact, we've pulled out a little bit more. So for a second now, back to Matt. Final corner. Just the run to the line. Didn't pull a wheelie that time, which was good. And there we go. So Dylan took the win, followed by myself in second after having a good scrap with Matt, who came home in third. Demons was fourth. Batman's mate came home in fifth place. As we wait for the rest of the field to finish. There's actually only 9 of us racing. Jack was 6th. Kevin McCowan, who's using his little brother's account as Surfing Kid, he came home in 7th place. So Jack 6th, Surfing Kid in 7th. Tito in 8th, and Blunt Scooters, who's wildcarding from Super Sport, ended up in 9th place. So really good race, quite dramatic. We had some good battles in that. But the championship, Dylan is in the lead with 104 points. I'm still in second with 94 points, so Dylan's got a 10-point lead. Demons is in third place with 78. Matt closes in a little bit in fourth place with 70. Armorland in fifth with 57 points, although he doesn't want to race the rest of the season, so he won't be racing anymore. Batman's mate is 6th with 49 points. Jack in 7th with 46. Kevin McCowan 8th with 36. Tito in 9th with 33. Brandy Scales 10th with 20 points. Danny D in 11th with 18. Blunt Scooters 12th with 7. Burns 13th with 6. As is a Team Punk Mofo in 14th with 6 as well. 15th is Pellini Man with 5 points. And Hammered Relic in 16th with 4 points. So that was a good race. I enjoyed that. Enjoyed the battle with Matt. Anyway, the next race will be next Tuesday for Superbikes, which will be the 21st of February at Magny-Cours. But anyway, guys, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more content. I shall see you guys in the next video. See you!